going to put this out there as well, actually, yeah? There's a person I want to recruit in the team that is someone, I want to have someone alongside us, yeah, that can, like, really put time and effort in finding really interesting people to speak to. You know,
I like that.
Yeah, I want...
I like that.
There's so many different types of conversations I've been saying I want to have, yeah? But I just feel like those conversations will be sick to have in and amongst the man them. Because it would be really interesting. Because not only would we potentially be learning something, yeah? But also, you know, like, our minds are just bouncing off each other. Like, imagine me, you, and Jay and me sitting down talking to a brain scientist. Brother, do you know how much things that there is to discuss and talk about on that?
Now, what you just done right there, for me personally, I saw a cross come in, and I never knew there was an overhead kick on the edge of the area. I just saw maybe a header. The JME was the overhead kick.
Right,
he just threw something else in there, and then the brain surgeon. I'm like, this is Champions League, Gareth Bale. This is mad. This is kind of crazy. I like that.
But it could be all kinds of shit. It just could be all kinds of stuff. Someone who is creative to say, you know what? I think it would be sick to have this person sitting down with you and Poe. I feel like this person would be, if you had this artist or this whoever else or my man or my girl with this person discussing X, Y, and Z, who's a specialist at whatever it is that they're a specialist at. Yeah, that's just what I'm on. But if you feel like you can do that, hit me and explain to me why you think that you can do that. Explain to me why you think that you can do that.
Like,
and
who do you know?
There. Huh?
Like, who do you know that can you have access to this world?
Yeah, that will like what? Yeah, how will you?
That.
But the thing is, it's not even about who you know. How will you be able to get the access if you don't know a person? How do you feel like you'll be able to do it?
HC should be doing docs, you know.
You think so, yeah?
We should be doing docs. We should be taking a look at some of the situations that we've spoken about, or maybe some of the episodes that done really, really well, and do a little doc around it. We have the resources, we've got everything to go and just go. It could be something as simple as street slang and something more as complex as racism in China. I don't know. I just think that we've spoken about enough things where we could do 20-minute little pieces where me and you just go, rah. Right. So we spoke about this on the doc. This was the response. We decided to do a little piece. Chuckie went to this place. I went to this. I think you might do well.
Do you know what? I'm going to throw this one out there as well, yeah? Leave this one in the comments. What topic have we... can only be for people that have been watching for a while, though, yeah?
How long have we been here?
We've been here for what? Visually, we've been here for what? 4 years?
How long have we been here, though?
Altogether, we've been here like 7.
So we're speaking to the 7ers.
All right. Yeah. What topic have we discussed that you think would be good to do a doc on, and why? Let's put it out there. Let's put it out there like that. Let's do it like that, innit?
Let's mix it up.
Yeah, and then let's see how. Let's see if we can take that and make that into something. Let's see.
Chuckie, how the hell can me and you have a pod for all these years, and we've exhausted our resources outside of it and showed our skill set, but then in the one place that we have a home, we've not explored it here?
Right.
That's mad.
Come on.
That's like being a chef for everybody else, but when you're coming home, you're ordering Uber Eats. Right. This doesn't even make sense. What about your picnic?
Yeah.
That macaroni and cheese looks really good in the restaurant.
Right.
What about my kitchen?
Yeah, exactly.
Chef it up.
Yeah, properly.
Come on.
Listen, what do you think of Andrew Tate?
Now.
What do you think of Andrew Tate, bro?
This is mad. It's what did I think of Andrew Tate in comparison to what do I think now? That's the situation I'm in.
Right. I'm in the same as you.
So, originally, what did I think of Andrew Tate? Mostly what I think about loads of things I see on the net. When I was younger, or when I was first online, I found it hilarious.
Right.
Then you go through a period where things get serious and you're like, you shouldn't do that. Then you survive that period, and then you go back to saying, this is just bollocks, this is funny.
Right.
Now, depending on where you are in that process is how you will view Andrew Tate to a point.
Okay.
So some people are at the start, everything's funny. Some people have gone through a bit of stuff and and they're at this point of maturity and we got to take it serious. And then some people have passed that and they're at, because it's nonsense anyway, we'll be gone tomorrow. They have an understanding that it's as serious as you throw attention to it. So it could be serious, what they're saying could be bad, but if only one person showed it a view. So with Mr. Tate now, at one point I found him as one of the most funniest people I've ever seen online. Because I can't take it serious.
Yeah.
I understand that it's a perspective he might actually attach to, but I don't believe he believes everything he says. I think he exaggerates some things for the camera to get a reaction, and because it gets a reaction, he's a smart man, to build off that and continue his business empire franchise, whatever it happens to be. He does it very, very well. He manipulates it, and for anyone to believe for 1 second that, he's part of our show, no, we're part of his show.
Right.
That's what we have to all appreciate. The question is, what is his show about? Now, because what his show about, I'll be honest, Whitney has given me some stuff.
Honourable shout out to Whitney.
I love her to bits.
Good friend of ours.
She's shown me some stuff that he's done. I'll be honest, at first, my ego got involved because of, I didn't want anyone to believe like I was worshipping this guy or anything. It's nothing to do with that. I just find it funny. When I dropped the ego and she showed me some more stuff, just for me, when it's this confusing, I have to walk away.
Right.
So after that long explanation, I do apologize.
No. We're podding.
I just want to let you know I'm not sure of what's going on over there.
Yeah.
But I do know he's manipulated a lot of people in the right way because it's for his brand and all of that.
Of course.
He's done really, really well.
Yeah, I fully hear you. A quality that I feel that is good about myself, yeah?
Yes.
And sometimes I believe that it can be to my detriment at times, though, is that I feel that I'm pretty good at being able to listen to someone and take sense out of nonsense, regardless of what community they come from or where they are from. Sometimes, I'll watch someone that I may not necessarily have, we might not have the same type of moral beliefs, or we might not have the same belief system, but if they articulate themselves in a certain way, sometimes I'm able to sit down and listen to this person and say, do you know what? I just think that personally, I think they was wrong here, wrong there. I think this is mad. I think that is mad. But you know what? I think they're right on this. I'm not even going to lie. They're actually right. They're so on the money. And there's times where I can watch someone and say, someone might come out and everyone hates this person, but the one thing, the first thing that I've seen just so happens to be something where I feel like, that person's actually saying some real shit. But then I might go back and hear next thing and be like, nah, you know what? 9 times out of 10, you've missed more for me. It just so happened to be that the first one that I saw was the 1 out of 10 that I liked. You get what I'm saying? Now, to go with this brother...
How do you feel about Tate, though? More specifically with Tate.
This is where I'm going to go with him now, yeah?
Yeah.
When I first heard him, at first I was like, do you know what? He is saying some stuff that is he's not lying. He's saying, there's a lot of things that he's saying that has so much truth into it, yeah?
It's unforgivable.
Yeah. He's saying, there's some stuff that he's saying that is super truthful. There's certain things that he's saying, I can see that he's fully over exaggerating for the camera.
I love it.
And there's certain things that he's saying that I feel like he's all the way wrong. He's quite polarizing in the sense that for me, he can be so right and then so wrong, and then also be exaggerating it all at the same time for theatrics and also for, to build a brand that whatever it is that he's trying to do, yeah? Now, let me go to some of the stuff in where he's right. When I listen to him and I say to him, this guy's right, yeah, I look at that and I think, this is the problem. The problem is, it's not even so much what he's saying, it's the way that he's saying it, also with the cosign as if this is actually how it's supposed to be. So when I hear him say certain things, I'm saying, he's right, but for me, the fact that he's right, the things that he's saying is actually a problem. You could sit and have these conversations and say, yeah, this is what, as a man who's got X amount of money and does X, Y, and Z and whatever, I can do whatever the fuck I want, and there's certain types of women that are just gonna be down with it or whatever it may be, and you know, like whatever the fuck it is that he's saying, yeah. But if he was for me to sit here and say, these are the things that I'm experiencing, these are the things that I feel happens when you're with a high value man or blah 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 blah, but here's where the problem is with it too, then I feel like, for me personally, he would be someone that I could just fuck with a little bit more on that sense. But because he says it as if to say, like, you know what, like when he talks about, like, boom, okay, one thing he said, yeah, this one thing he said, he goes, men don't really love women that are experienced, yeah? And so to which he was basically saying, like, when you're with a woman and she's saying, you know, like, let's say you're saying, all right, boom, like, Mexico. And she said, I've been Mexico. I went to Mexico with my friends. And then you say, all right, cool, yeah, boom. Like, I like Brazilian food. Oh yeah, I've been to Brazil. I would like Brazilian food. Like, she's been everywhere. She's been in Miami. She's been here. She's tasted all these different types. There's certain types of men who do not like women that have been around everything and anyone and whatever else, yeah? They like a level of innocence, yeah? And do you know what? Do you know what is mad? Is that he's not all the way wrong when he says that. There are a lot of people out there that, for whatever reason, when they hear a woman who, like, has not only been super experienced when it comes to traveling, being around, but also, you know what, might even have their money all the way up. They got their money up. They got their own house. They drive a very nice car. They got good savings. They live a very good life. The reality is that there are a big percentage of men that are intimidated by that. That's a conversation, and we could sit and have a conversation about that. But when he turns around and says, because of that, I'm only really trying to date a 19-year-old, it just, yeah. It's like, fam, like, wait, is this the over-exaggerating part that you're trying to make to draw some type of attention to what it is that you're doing here? Or do you really think that? You know what, because of I'm not trying to date a woman who's experienced, I'm actually really going to try and date a 19-year-old. That's my thing, because she's inexperienced. That's nuts, cuz. So that's where it's like, the sense out of the nonsense is just, the parallels are just so wide. Then go into when you told me, when we was talking on the phone or whatnot, and you spoke to Wit-Wit, and Wit-Wit showed you the things. I hadn't even seen these things. So when I'm seeing, like, the clip of when he says, you know what, he's really close with his brother. Yeah, me and my brother, we do certain things together, joint bank account, whatever. Me and my sister, there's no way that how can a brother and sister ever be, there's no reason for a brother and sister to ever be close. Like, why would you ever be close with your sister? Like, why would you be close with your sister? I'm like, okay, cool. This to me isn't a thing about like a man and woman type thing. This is obviously just the relationship between you and your sister, which is fine. If you're not close with your sister, you're not close with your sister. I wouldn't put that down to like everyone just not being close with their sister because she's just a woman. But then when I see what he was doing with the woman in the yard, yeah, and I know it was like some fetish thing with like, they're saying that it's some fetish thing.
Yeah, it's a fetish thing, yeah.
But for me, my brother, you know what? And this is each to own. I believe that me and the people that I hold close to me, my friends and the people that are around me for a certain type of reason, yeah? And I don't feel like these are the type of men in particular that could put themselves in a space, regardless of whether it is a fetish or not, to deal with a woman like that, my brother. And for that, whether it is a fetish or whether that is actually just a genuine real thing of what we were seeing, at that point there, I was like, Craig David.
I have to walk away. And to be honest with you, Chuckie, that's when I said to you, now I'm just confused. Because whatever the reason it was to do that, and you know what? I don't know what anyone does in their bedroom, big man. Maybe if I knew what more people do in their bedroom, I might Craig David more situations.
That's true.
That's
true, you know.
But I don't have the information.
Right.
So, but when I am presented, I have to make a decision. And this is the best one for me. Yes. Because I can let you know the situations that happen when I'm doing my thing. And none of them involve physically abusing a girl for her pleasure, allegedly.
Yeah.
That's just not
it's just not. To
just
put
not
yourself
my
in the
thing.
space to be able to do that. If a woman said to me, you know what, like, I need you to really treat me, like, to deal with me this type of way, I just don't even have the capacity to do. Like, I remember telling a story about I'll tell a story lightly again. Anyway, basically, one time I went to one girl's yard, whatnot, and we've gone in the yard. I'm just cutting a very long story short. Some of you lot that have been watching for a long time will know what I'm talking about. Gone in the yard. We've gone in the bedroom. We're getting to the thing now. Boom, 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 boom. Then, like, now, to get into the finer details now, getting the tit wanky on now, yeah? But she's now telling me, because I'm just playing from the back and I'm just trying to do all kinds of stuff. She's asking, because she's getting to this point now where she's about to climax. So she wants me to slap her in her face, yeah? So, like, I'm sitting there thinking, what? So I'm like, got my hand here playing with the pooch now. And then like, so I'm just trying to like, but what I was doing was I was just like doing this, like super light, yeah. Then she's like, no, you got to do it harder. So I'm like, so this is what I'm doing, yeah. You know when you just
forcing it down.
Yeah. I don't want to do that.
You want to show you're strong.
I don't want to
strength.
But I don't want to do the.
Come on, at least in marks now. Was she black or white?
She was mixed race.
You big man.
So yeah, so like now she's asking me to. So I'm trying to do it.
A slapper. Don't say lie at it. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. No, I heard you.
You said she's a slapper.
Don't do that. I heard you. Yes, but I heard you. No. I heard you. Please continue.
So anyway, now cut a long story short. Now I started to move from this to kind of just. You get what I'm saying? Then anyway, put it this way, she ended up getting her nut off. Now, when that happened, if I'm being honest, my first thought was, I can't wait to tell a man them about this. They're never gonna believe me. When I ring my bro and I say, brother, last night, he's never gonna believe me. But I say all of that to say, I could never have been in a scenario where she said to me, listen, when we're here now, this is what I want you to. I want you to box me up in my face, or you slap. I need to call me. I need you to inflict pain on me. It's not my steez. I can't do that to you. I can't, because I don't get the pleasure in that personally, and it has to be an experience between both of us. Can't just be all you. You understand what I'm saying?
Chuckie, do you know what? Deeper than that, yeah. You know what, yeah? You can just see by my frame. That's just not my thing anyway.
Right.
It's not gonna. So it's definitely not gonna be my thing when I want to lay down with a girl. I'm not gonna want to physically abuse. It's just so. It's just. I don't understand that space.
I never sat and titty wanked a girl like again. That was just fucking.
It's God.
Yeah, man.
Trauma.
But that's probably what it stems from.
Right.
Oh, don't do that. Because if he sees you out on the street now, that's the only thing I do. If there's something to rate about Tate, I'm sorry. He just sticks like I'll punch you up. I'll do it. Like he's just on anything.
Yeah,
he doesn't hide. Yeah. He's in your face. He's there. Even the like things about there was something about apparently doing sex trafficking and all that. Big man, that is not naked around him. He is addressing that. He does not hide from nothing.
Yeah. No.
So I'm like, all right, cool, boy. Jesus.
Yeah, there's like an element of respectability in the sense that he will
own whatever's happening.
Yeah,
he will not leave it to like mystery. He won't like be evasive. Like he just says it as it is.
I just think like there's more, like there's conversations within some of the things that he's saying, because like, yeah, obviously all that shit is just mad anyway, which I tap out at that point. But there are things to discuss within that. I remember I got a friend, yeah, woman. Good friend of mine. She's very up. Very, very, very up, bro. G-Wags, big yard, all of that type of stuff.
Come on, I like
her thing's proper, bro. Her thing's proper. Very pretty girl.
Proper things.
Yeah. She's, bro, but she's a great woman.
Smell good?
Yeah, man. She smells good. Yeah, naturally.
There's no conviction. But
no, she smells nice, man. She smells nice. I'm not smelling her like that. She might cheat.
Yeah, but you don't have to smell me, but you just...
She smells good, yeah.
Well, it smells nice,
yeah, she smells good.
That's the vibe.
Come on. So anyway, boom. She told me, I remember one time she said to me, she's gone on a date with this guy, and like before going on a date, they've just got on very well. Texting, phone calls, vibe, all of that type of stuff, whatnot now, yeah? Then they've gone on a date. But understand, just to paint a picture here, even though she has all of these things, she's not a high maintenance woman. And she's not someone who, like, you don't have to take her to the best, you just could take her to, you can take her Halsden. You can take her Halsden. Huh?
I can take her to the high road.
You could take her Halsden and get some Caribbean food. She's good. Trust me.
What?
Yeah, man.
Guinness?
She does the Mayfair thing and that.
But I can take her Guinness in Tottenham.
Huh?
I can take her to the Guinness.
100%.
No way.
100%. Pull up in the G-Wag at the thing. Do you get what I'm saying?
Granny's Kitchen. I'm just plugging
all of that.
Right now. Come on, just plugging the man there.
All of that.
Curtis.
All of it.
Come on.
Yeah? So anyway now, boom. She's gone on a date with this brother. They've gone to like a pub, I think, and they've just had like, just pub food, talking, boom, 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 boom. So when they've left now, he's like, I'll walk you to the whip. But she was like, nah, you don't even have to do that. Like, it's cool, my car just, because she's parked, thing, whatever. He's like, nah, I'll take you to the car. She's like, nah, honestly, it's fine. My car's just around the corner. You don't, like, it's fine. You can just get in your... He's like, no, I'm going to walk you to the car because it's a gentleman thing to do. You see, when they took the left, right, and the left and saw the Ross Clark tinted 2022 Porsche, yeah, blacked out strongly on the whip, he farted. Because in his mind now, he's thinking to himself, rah, like, I knew that she was doing all right, but I didn't know that it was this. And for him, and his own maybe ego and insecurity, in his mind, that almost emasculated them a little bit. And then he just withdrew.
What?
Yeah, he withdrew.
Money to take her out again? Or?
No.
So silly.
Nah. He was like, he just, it was just, she was just too up for him. And it's mad because, yeah, bro.
Could that happen to you?
Huh?
Could that happen to you?
That doesn't happen to men, bro. When we're up like that, women don't think, usually, rah, like he's too up for me. This is now because it becomes more about, and this is kind of a little bit about.
No, some women do, you know.
No, I'm not saying that I'm not saying all. Like some women will, yeah. But you'll find a lot of women, because you know what that shows, bro. What that shows to women essentially is he can provide. If at a time where we are together and I fall pregnant and I can't work or shit hits the fan or whatever, he can hold that side of the family down while I hold this side of the family down. As men, we don't think like that, bro.
The thing is, do you know what I agree with?
I'm generally speaking.
Generally speaking, 100%. But I honestly believe, you see, when we talk about negative things within society, bruv, life has always been like a classroom to me. We had like 27 students in our class, 4 were bad. It's a bad class. And I think that is half of these problems, especially when it comes to like women. That's the only reasons why I'm like, I like Tate, but it is a bit bad. Because you publicize the most negative part of it, which is not the general part of it. But the more it's louder, the more it feels like the general part of it. And it even makes it sound a little bit more appealing sometimes.
Right.
And the more appealing it is, the more louder it is, the more visible it is, the more prominent you actually think it is. But essentially, big man, it's not that prominent.
But hear what I'm saying.
No, but I agree with what you're saying. So I don't want it to go.
Yeah,
this is more to go to Tate, where I think it is bad. I think it's a bit.
Well, I'm gonna go to Tate on this situation here as well. Yeah, just in talking about this, he will break this scenario down like this. He would say something along the lines of, "Ain't no man wanna fuck around with a bitch like that." What do you mean? She's got all her money. She's like, what? We can't. No. Like that's emasculating a man. Like men don't want that. Men want a woman who is inexperienced and that doesn't have money like that. So we can be the man in the house. So we can do this. So we can do that. And blah 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 and whatever. And he'll go off onto a tangent into why what she's got makes her a useless person and like not someone that is an attractive person. Now, in essence, he's not wrong, But you could say the same thing in a way where it opens up a conversation about why that actually is, as opposed to like downgrading or shitting on a woman for being successful, because it ultimately it is mad, and we should as men have conversations about that. Why does that? In fact, why does it? Instead of us saying, you know what, fuck that gal, I'm going with a 19-year-old. We should look at the fact that like, wait, why is it that we like? What is it about our ego that really like makes us feel that way? And is there anything that we could do in some way to possibly change that, to make our own lives and our own mind better and more sane? That's where I go with it.
Do you know what's so crazy? Yeah, it's everything's to do with timing. Timing is so mad because we only speak from a place of experience. It's hard to speak from a place of hindsight when it hasn't happened. So when you speak from a place of experience, we don't even know how experienced or where you are within that journey anyway. So as men at our age, because maybe a lot of us within our field haven't settled down properly, we will have that perception. But if we had ourselves set at like 41, 42, and we're set, and we meet another girl that's set, maybe we wouldn't think that. But as we're getting set and we're building and we meet a woman, we kind of want that to be part of the story, so to speak, that the woman that built with us and so on and so forth, and we fall in love with that perception more than the reality of, does it even really matter? Like all of these ideas and concepts are built off one person. It's a belief.
Right.
And if I tell you and you agree and we can get 100 people to agree and 200 people, then this belief that this should be like this happens.
100%.
Some things are not beliefs. Some things are now the way society is built up. It kind of has to be like that. Otherwise, it's just going to fuck up a lot of shit because all of these beliefs have now created this, whatever we have here. But the belief of what you're speaking about right now, I think it has a lot to do with an immature voice having a lot to say. And the older you are, you just don't even want to talk to everyone anyway. But if we had a lot more access to what a lot more older people thought, I don't think they would have to say that. I don't think 60-year-olds, I don't think the majority of them would say it. I think people in very privileged positions in society would say it. But half of you are like Jeffrey Epstein anyway, so.
Yeah, I hear that.
Well, you went to the island. So, I don't know. It's just where you're speaking from, I think. Where he's speaking from, I bet you that's his reality. I bet you that is more truer than anything can be.
No, but that's the thing. The thing is, and that's the point of what I'm initially trying to make is like bro. Some of the things that he is saying, yeah. Some of the things that he's saying is actually true, but that's the problem that is true. But he doesn't talk about it from a place of it being a problem. He talks about it from a place of, if anything, it's not our problem, it's your problem. So like, let's say like, for example, the example I was talking about with the money thing, yeah? That's a problem. The fact that people will say, yeah, you know what, she's too financially up for me. That's okay, that's a preference. If you turn around and then say, no, I'm not dealing with a fucking bitch like that, because fucking, you just got your shit together. Now you've weaponized in getting your shit together.
100%.
Yeah? And so now you're making this person feel a certain way for getting their shit together. And then you're saying, well, you know what? Because of that, man, fuck that thing. I'm going for this little young one who ain't done, got a young Monzo account with 100 quid in it and that doesn't know nothing, so I can just show her everything. Okay, cool. But how comes for someone who's got so much and can do so much, why is it such a strong feeling for that to happen? It's almost like that's a dent to someone's ego. But then let's strip that back then. Why is the ego like that? Where does that come from? If we can start going back to, as you used to say before, the root of why some of these things are the way that they are, then we can start actually really trying to find solutions for them. But the problem is, he doesn't want the solution though. No. It's this is how it is. I can go to any fucking, and you know what? This is where he's telling the truth. Because the reality is, he's probably accumulated 100 million views in saying all of this stuff, and bury these a lot of gal that he's around, probably watch a lot of what it is that he says. But the reality is though, if he comes to the dance or whatnot, he's there with his brother, bare gal, watches, drinks, pull up in the big fucking whatever it is, security, it's just lit. Enough of them, not all, enough women still are going to be like, yeah, there's something about it. I like it. I want to.
Now, I've said something to someone yesterday. I told them I need negativity. Oh, I need it because Top Boy was a fantastic... I have to keep telling you how much of a great series it was. Negativity existing in real life allows that to happen on film. But also, what negativity does is it filters stuff out for you. It just filters things out for you. If I'm chatting to a couple of y'all in the club and then that guy comes in and that's what you show me you like, you've answered my questions for me. I now know what to do next time I see you. So tonight, I lose. AT, you win. Then make sure you don't come next week Saturday. Now I'm in there. We're gonna get a table. We're gonna get little lights. We're gonna do that. If that's what it is to get your attention, and I want your attention, that's what I'll do. All you've done is shown me who that type of female it is. So I don't disagree that these females exist, but I just honestly think, depending on where you live, a lot of your life, it's a minority, man.
Yeah, you're right.
It's a minority. Obviously, if you live your life in that space,
he's the minority. Remember, he's the minority because not everyone has £100 million in the bank.
But
so he's talking his
from his life,
right?
So if you're trying to live like my Mr. Tate and you ain't got the problems that he's got and you ain't got the responsibilities that he's got, you can't live that life. Yeah, it doesn't even make sense. You're not around the women that he's speaking about.
Yeah, I hear that.
Big man, you're in Wood Green. You're in the shopping centre. You're outside the cinema. Yeah. You've got enough money for you to get in. You're just hoping she don't turn up so you can see the film by yourself. Yeah. You are not in Mr. Tate's problems. Like, you haven't got them type of problems. So that's why I think it's dangerous, because the position he's speaking from is so heightened. Because you're at home using your mum's electricity. Like, what are we talking about here? What are we talking about here, my brother?
Yeah. Have you ever met a girl though who's super racked up?
Yeah, of course, tons.
What, and it being a thing?
Puff, I can't lie to you. One girl, I won't even say the country she's from. Mad. Fam, racked up, breaded. I didn't even realise. Met her in West London.
Serious?
Come on.
Mean.
Smooth.
Strong.
So I was speaking to her, little Notting Hill thing, vibe was nice. Went for a little food couple, now and then. She was cool. Yeah. And then one day she said to me she went to go to a rave with a man then. She's like, yeah, I haven't been, obviously accent, my thing. So I said, yo, I'm gonna take it out. So I've taken it.
Yeah.
Gorgeous girl, I can't lie to you. Jesus Christ.
Could you have a long-term relationship with someone who is multi? Let's say that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna exaggerate. I feel like you.
This girl was racked up, bro. When she took her wrist out and I saw the watch and I realised that only footballers wear that watch.
Right.
I said to myself,
up.
Watch me now. I just said, but you have to just go, whoa, this is new information. It's just a lot of information to take at one time. But I didn't treat her any different. Like, I don't really care, because your money is your money. I don't want it. I don't want any access to it. You do your thing, man. I'm just glad you can take care of yourself. It's not going to change my position in any capacity. Like, I just feel like, depending on who you are in my life, depends on what I'm going to do for you anyway. So, like,
do you know that unfortunately, yeah,
will it affect you?
No, not today, but it would have done.
It would have done.
Yeah, it would have done. And I'll tell you why.
At any point, it would have affected someone, man.
Yeah. It would. I'll tell you why. It would have done, because I guess, which is a me problem more so, is just super, super low. And I feel like, I don't want to keep going over this particular situation, but brother, one time I met a girl and it was just like, the thought of knowing, I don't mind being at home eating food every day, and trying to just cook up a little one thing and whatever else, and we just do that. I'm so game for it.
Come on.
You see, when I can't go Nando's, you see when I can't take you, that's where my mind starts to really fuck with me a bit. It was my own ego, essentially, because we're eating in my house because we have to. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, there's a difference between, like, oh, we're doing it because I want to, and you know what, child, I can't bother to go out. You see, when we can't go here. It's a certain thing for me, and that was what it was with her. She was able to take me to places and whatnot,
but you couldn't do.
But I couldn't do the same for her, and that didn't make me. I couldn't go through with it. Now, granted, I feel like there's bare gal out there.
Yeah. Before you carry on though, message to the man them. If you're in Chuckie's position right now, take your mind off females.
Yeah, that's true.
Priorities.
Yeah, that's true.
You can't have dandruff and gonorrhea and want to buy Head and Shoulders.
That's true.
Priorities. Get rid of this.
Yeah, it's true.
Then we go to the hair.
It's true.
Come on.
But you know what though? Context. You can take your mind off females, yeah. But you see when you go to the shop to go and get a pot noodle, and you just keep seeing like you're just there, and you and you just get into a conversation, whatever, and she's giving you a couple die and whatever, and you're saying, you know what, right now is not the time.
Say to her, all I can afford is pot noodle.
Strong.
Burn your bridge.
Yeah, I hear
Come back when it's stronger.
Yeah.
No, but I ruin everyone's life now. Just because your thing's down, you want to bring someone else down with
But
you.
this is the thing.
You know what misery love?
No, but-
Company.
But enough gal, yeah, will still be like, what? That means not like, you know what I mean? But-
Listen. Initially.
Right. So here we go. Go on. Keep going.
At the start, it will mean as much as you mean to me. As more you mean to me, this situation will mean more.
Mm-hmm.
The moment I mean a lot about you and you're not doing much of your life, you're gonna make me feel low. Now I'm feeling low because you're low. How long are we gonna do this? Just gonna stay low forever? No, someone's gotta go. Someone's gotta go. So before we get there, let's just not do the party.
But you know the reality is though, not in all cases, but if you spin this situation the other way around, and it's the girl that is low,
You
and a
gotta
man's
go.
up.
I'm telling man them right now from experience.
but look,
Go.
You're a different type of man. I'm just talking about generally speaking here, yeah?
Yeah, go.
Enough men will be like, yeah, cool. Like that's like they would in some weird way prefer that than a woman be mad up. Because at some point, you know what? This restaurant here, I can't even, and you got the last 4, and now you're taking me to this next place. You know what? We're going to this country, that country, all of these places. I can't even keep up. Sometimes that is a thing for men, but that has to be a conversation. But why? Like why? But anyway.
All right.
Anyway, wait. I was going to a point. Go on anyway. Go on. Sorry, bro.
I think we should take a look at commitments. When you're gonna get with someone in a situation like that,
Yeah.
it's a commitment.
Yeah.
Also take into consideration, there's a certain level of experience this person has due to their pocket, and a certain level of experience that they've got that they need to obtain due to their pocket. Now, if you're up and you have a lot of this information, you're going to have a lot of it before them. So you've now seen who you are after this information.
Right.
We don't know who this person is after this experience. Right. Especially when you take a look at divorce rate in this country being 42%. We just have to be a little bit sure. This is almost halfway. Meet me halfway. We're not Black Eyed Peas. Fergie don't even like to sing no more. Sure. So I just think you should take precautions.
Yeah. No, I hear you. I guess I was just talking about the Western way of our makeup when it comes to interacting with one another.
But that's only because of status.
Yeah.
With status meaning so much, status, money, and power. With that meaning so much within society, that's what the hierarchy is. And without those things, you're told you can't achieve a lot of stuff. So therefore, a lot of people, because we're in survival, will aim for those things because it's a way out. If we get one of those things, we're out.
Or we're told that, you know what, if you have this, then you can have, if you achieve this, then you can have that. And then, but on the flip side of it, what it also does is it says, for the other people, if you achieve that, you actually can't have this. And depending on the way that the message is being delivered, determines the type of conversation that is being had, essentially. And also, you can actually start getting really to the root of why these things aren't having these honest conversations about it. But I think that when you get to a point where you have these overstandings of the way that the way that the man and the woman might interact with each other in certain social circumstances, but in a way where it's like, you know what? Anyway, fuck you lot, man, because you lot are this, and I'm gonna just go for that. This is where we just have a problem. Do you get me?
100%.
But anyway, enough of that. I've seen enough. But you know what I mean? There is definitely a lot of conversations to always be had about these type of things, and they are interesting. I'm not even gonna lie. When you take away all of the gas and the fucking the noise and the rudeness and the fucking put downs and all of that type of stuff. Yeah, and I'm not talking about him. I'm just saying in general.
In general, yeah.
In general, when you actually start looking at it and we start looking at ourselves and having like proper honest conversations about things, it's kind of interesting in like why the majority lean to something. Like why is that? Like when you start really unpacking that, why? Where does that come from? What does the future look like in regards to that? It's interesting to me anyway.
It's upsetting when I think about, like, for example, when I was online, it was an escapism of youth. So you knew what's wrong you were stepping into. You knew what the expectation was. You kind of knew everything purely because everyone was kind of the same age as you. They just were in different places. Now the whole world feels like it's on the net. I don't know people's motives for going there. I don't know your reasons for being here. So me and you were in the same room doing the same thing for 2 different reasons. And we're only going to find out why we're doing it like a year later. So we could be rocking with each other, following you, I'm following you, hey, then a year later. Huh? I don't recognize this behavior. What's going on? You weren't saying this before. No. Oh, you weren't here because of... Oh, you just used that as a way in and now you're going over there. Shit. I got played.
Yeah.
That's what happens in this world now because there's so much people there that have the ability to make you think they're here for that reason, but they're not. So that's the reasons why I think things get polarized and become popular as well. It's because people need to start questioning why they go online. Why do you go online? Why? True. You're 45 years old. You go home and you go online. Why are you going online? I'm not saying you're not allowed to. I want you to be honest with yourself. Why are you going online? Now you're arguing about Andrew Tate. Why are you arguing about... You're 45 years old. You're arguing about Mr. Tate. So why did you go online? What was your whole thinking like? Did you even know who this Tate geezer was before you went online? Now you're arguing online. Did I mention that your children are fighting in the background? No, your missus gone shop. Oh, you didn't know? Oh, your dinner's been there for an hour. And you're still arguing on... Like, people need to be honest with themselves.
Truth and jest moment here.
God.
Actually, no.
Go on.
I'm not even going to say it as a statement. I'm going to ask a question. What percentage of women do you feel...
Oh, God.
Now, they're going to like this one. What percentage of women do you feel lie about the experiences that they've had in order to make a man feel good? Go on, give a percentage.
What do you mean?
So, all right, okay, all right. Wait, I want him to understand before you give it.
Before they get a man like just
right.
lie.
So let's say I'm going to give two different examples. Yeah. You're talking about food with a gal, yeah, and it just so happens to be that in this conversation, you know what, like, you're asking her has she tried this, has she tried that, and it turns out that she's tried certain things. She might be thinking to herself, right, do you know what, maybe it sounds like I've just been everywhere, whatever. So you say, you know what, have you ever tried sushi? And then she might be like, no, I've never tried sushi before. Do you want to take me? And you're like, yeah, all right, boom. You take her to a sushi place or whatever. These times you're thinking that you're busting her on sushi. These times you ain't busting her on sushi. She's already done at the Ross Clark prawn with the fucking rice around it with the avocado in it. Yuck. Whatever the fucking one is called. Do you understand what I'm saying? Or you say to her, rah, like, have you ever been to such and such beach? No, I've never really been to that beach before. Do you want to take me? These times she went last year with Tyrone, yeah? And her friend and Tyrone's brethren, yeah? Next one, you're getting to the fucking in bed now. You know what I mean? You're rubbing up certain thing and playing. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah? Start caressing her a certain way. Then you say to her, rah, have you ever had that one there like that before? She says, no. No one's ever touched me like that before. This is the first time anyone's ever done that to me. Could you do it again? These times now, fucking...
Someone done it this morning. I've been there, man.
Kevin was there yesterday when he came into the yard trying to do the plumbing. Yeah? Sorting out all the toilet and that. Come in the yard, Kevin now touched her the same fucking way. Even all went in the drawer and took out the bullet, started putting it on. You understand what I'm saying?
So Kevin's really involved. He knew where the bullet was.
Strong.
How can he go in the drawer like he's been here before?
He even knew where the battery was because it ran out. He's been there.
This is routine. EA Sports, this is routine.
So I'm gonna ask the question again.
Go to.
What percentage of women do you think have lied about an experience, that they haven't done to satisfy a man?
Do you want me to be honest with you?
Go.
111%.
I think the other question you're asking
Go on.
is how many men want to know.
How many men want to know what?
That's the
what?
wrong question.
What?
The other question.
If they've had the experience. I'm an ignorant.
Well,
No, that's not
but
the
you-
right question. The right question is, how many men have lied also? 112%.
Yeah,
We're all liars.
for sure.
No, but it's not lying. It's not the lying.
What is
It's
it?
the specific lie, though.
Yeah.
Like, okay,
Yeah,
all
man,
right,
do it.
okay. All right, let's
I
let's
know
make it even
bare
more.
my
Let's make
man.
it even,
I
even
do
more.
it.
Let's make it even more specific.
I will
lied
do it.
lied about. Have you ever lied about a restaurant? Like going to a restaurant, and you've said that you've never been there to lie.
Yeah,
Is it?
I knew.
Welcome back, sir.
What's going on, poet? Yeah. It's mad.
Welcome back, sir.
You left
They
your
would
jacket
say
in last
government.
time, you know.
They say government name.
Shit.
They come up to you and they same table. Oh, how is she? The lady that you was with last time. Oh, fucking hell.
Best believe that's happened to me as well.
That's happened to me, but you know what? I didn't lie that I hadn't been there. But my man came and he was like, just saying too much stuff. You get what I'm saying?
I didn't lie, say I hadn't been there, but you were just feeling it like all this information. Like, this girl does not look like my sister. She does not look like my mum.
Yes,
we
exactly.
don't look related.
Exactly.
We look like we're trying to entwine in something.
And she's got an accent.
So, and she's got an accent. So, you see your contribution? Ask us. Is it helping right now?
Yeah.
She's drifting away.
Right.
She's gone.
Yeah.
I'm here by myself.
Exactly.
The usual.
The usual.
Yeah. Did I say your backside? But
It's probably
nah,
true.
Chucks, you know what? Yeah, I think most girls will lie, but you know what though? It's because, and it's not a bad thing. And I don't want people to think little white lies. I think are cute. I think they're cute.
Yeah, you know what?
It's not a bad lie. It's not. It's
Hear
a
what I'm
little white
saying?
lie. It's
See, when it comes to
cute.
certain things, lie to me, babes. Do you know
No,
that?
don't
Just
lie
fuck
to me.
it.
I'm not Mario Winans.
Just lie.
No.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm not that.
There's certain things, just, do you know what? It's fine. Just give me the big fucking, give it to me convincingly, And
But why would you ask in the first place if you want her to lie?
why, what? Would I,
EA Sports, you might
Why
be
would
in
I
the
ask
game.
her?
This is a great strike.
why would I ask her?
If you want her to lie
Right.
about her experiences and stuff that might make you upset, why are you asking those questions?
Here's the rebuttal.
Because I want my ego. This is why. Because I want her to tell me that she hasn't done it, so I can feel like I'm bussing her on a new experience. Because it's my ego.
But you just do it.
Yeah.
not
So
like
but wait. So I'll do it, but I'm not expecting you to tell me, yeah, I've done it before.
Yeah, but she won't. More time they won't.
Yeah.
Because they know about the experience, the problem that there is about
Okay.
sharing their
Then do that. Yeah.
Don't ask.
Right.
Me, I'm like,
By the way, I'm joking. By the way, someone's gonna
really
one day.
Chucky's really joking.
Someone's gonna really clip that up and make it seem like I'm being serious. Nah, I'm not really bothered about that type of stuff at all. To be honest with you.
I don't ask. I don't care.
Yeah, if there's something I don't want to know, then I actually genuinely don't ask. Yeah.
It's not even that. You just talk about what you're interested in. I don't care. I can say to you, I won't say to you, have you been there before? I will say, have you tried that food before? I've been very specific. Because then, who knows? I'm only human. My mind might wander. You say hello to someone in there, I'm just looking at him a little bit different now.
Yeah, exactly. But
Have you had sushi before? What do you usually eat? I know this sushi spot around the corner, banging. Oh, I've been there before. I don't want to hear that. But if we do hear it, we hear it.
Yeah, right.
We hear it.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? There's this theatre play, and like I can't remember the name of it. It's the one where the black brother, he goes to. Oh, I know the one that you're talking about. Is it the one? Is it the one that starts? Is it the one that's got Is it the one that's got Ashley Chin in it? And he's got. Oh yeah, I went there.
Now, Chucks, watch this. Watch this now.
Yeah, that one, shut up.
I don't want to hear it.
He's the,
Ashley should invited you. I don't care.
that's the next one. That's it. Remember, this is our ego here. Yeah, this is our ego. Yeah, I know that one. I went with Ashley and his Like Ashley's my. You get what I'm saying?
These times Ashley's hench, good looking guy, well dressed.
Yeah.
Now my ego's a little bit like. Cause now, to be honest with you, now on a real one, I actually don't really care about it.
Right.
I proper
Yeah.
don't give a flying monkeys, bro. Do what the hell you want. I say to most girls, because the beauty about everything is, I can make a decision. I never feel trapped in anyone's situation. I can make a decision, man.
Yeah, 100%.
You mean I like it,
Yeah, exactly.
but I can make a decision.
Yeah, and to speak to the man, them like I think it's however you need to address that is however you need to address that. But I don't think, in my personal opinion, this is just my personal opinion. Yeah, I don't think that this. Oh, this I thought we was out. I don't think that the solution is to say, you know what, fuck this, man. I'm going with a 19-year-old.
It's just so outrageous. But then this is where I'm like, do you know what? Yeah, this guy does not care. He does not care. He will say
I
the
think
most.
he's got to be over exaggerating about that.
I think
he
he's
said he
over.
don't date no one older than 25 though.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So what happens when they turn 25? What, she gone?
So the expiry date.
he said, you know what?
Dirty.
He said, you know who? Leonardo DiCaprio did
So
that.
he does that.
Oh,
What,
he
he
love
dates-
it. Oh my lord, they take the piss
So
out
what
of
he's saying,
him.
like he just dates women, and when they get to a certain age, he just like flings them away. Like there's some
DiCaprio's women
fucking-
are under 30, and he's like what, 70?
He's about
That's nuts, man. All of that is crazy.
DiCaprio was like at least 12 in Titanic.
Have you got? Anyway, have you got howlers?
Do you know what? I don't know if I do. And usually I always get them. This week's been a mad week.
Do you know what? Actually, maybe could be one. Who's this Morad guy?
Yes.
Was
That
he
was
there?
a howler.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
1 second. Because people, do you know what? The good thing is I have some wonderful people sending me stuff consistently.
I got one for Lewisham Hospital.
1 second, let me see. Howler about that. So there was one howler. It happened in 2019. Now, Chuckie, what I will say is when people get married, it's a beautiful moment where you and someone else are saying, you know what? The black book, I'm throwing it away. The Instagram, take the password. My tick is no longer gonna talk. We're in this together.
Right.
So when you get married at a wedding and you're the groom, if I'm your brother sitting down watching and you have a little projector just above you and I can see you two and I'm thinking, rah, like, the man them are getting married. And then I turn back and on this same projector, your wife is having sex with another brother. What am I meant to say now?
Hey.
I want to get married? Jagged Edge, don't play that song. We are not getting married. I'm not on it. That's right, big man. There was a young man in 2019, my brother. It just went viral again on TikTok. Who went to the flipping wedding? He is the groom. He had his wife. I don't know if they actually went and crossed the line, but big man, try no. At the moment they should say I do, she said I do. Up there. It stinks.
So what? They played a projector of him chopping.
He played it. The groom played it.
Groom played it.
The groom played it.
That's
groom played it.
insane.
The groom played it.
Man think he's in EastEnders, bro.
What do you do if you're at that wedding? What do you do if you're at that wedding?
Take notes.
Man said take notes.
Listen, that's fucking crazy. There's mums, aunties, dads. There's kids. There's children.
Priest.
It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. But yeah.
To be honest with you, I didn't get any more howlers. There was the things that loads of people sent me stuff, but it's just been a crazy week.
It sounds like Morad or whatever his name is. That one was a
That
big
one was a
howler.
massive. I can't
So
even
he
find it.
is a apparently he is a TikToker who like was famous through
Love Island.
yeah, doing Love Island reviews and whatever else and whatnot. And then he was taking play in some. It turns out that, or it transpires that he was taking play in racial play, sexual play, yeah, and like some level of BDSM. And so like there was some footage that went around that didn't have his face in it, but it clearly had his voice in it, yeah. And he started talking about, yeah, basically he's just doing all of this racial stuff and whatnot. Now, Did anyone see the video of this brother getting his face kicked?
Oh shit!
Kicked in, bro.
The technique was nuts. Let me tell you something. Let me be honest with you. I'll be honest. See, when I watch this, how my mind works. When I watched that video, yeah, I said, hold on 1 second. I didn't know that kick existed.
I hear you, know.
I didn't know that existed. I didn't know that was like a. I didn't know that was something a human could do. Because he kicked backwards, didn't he?
Yeah, it was
Like this.
He was kicking backwards, and then he came forward with and like what he was doing is, sometimes though he wasn't even kicking with the actual whole foot. He was kicking with this piece of it here, innit? So like this line bit here. So there's no toe involved. There's no arch. There's no back bit. He's yinging it back with the fucking. I'm saying, what's going on here?
I mean, the last person I saw do that was Ronaldinho against Real Zaragoza in 2005. Just the foot technique. It reminds me of the greats. So essentially, I'm all for it.
Yeah, yeah. In the right context. But yeah, like, you know, that's all a bit of a stinker anyway.
It's a massive howler, man. This guy's out here doing TikTok coverage, talking about Love Island, also exposing people for being racist, but then he's out here calling people nigger.
Yeah. And
I'm the rich Arab, or I'm the important
yeah.
You know what, yeah?
He's showing and heightening his privilege that he thinks that exists.
Do you know one thing we need to start being as a group of people? Honest. And say to ourselves, when we're naive, my bad. Because this guy had a big following on Black Twitter, you know? This guy had a following. People were inviting him in, telling him take a seat. These times he's kicking your brother and sisters, calling them the N-word.
Yeah, yeah.
Out here kicking Chinese people, calling them... He was going Harambe, fam.
Yeah.
Harambe. He was going Harambe. That was the gorilla. That's
He was loving it. He loved that. And so, you know, like, yeah, he's made a video and he's talking about, you know, where all of this type of stuff stems from and all of that type of stuff. But
shut up.
Yeah, mate.
Shut up.
And then it was like you know what it was for me, Poe? It was the trying to just get one tear. If I could just get one tear out. Let me just get one of them out. And one actually managed to just trickle out a little piece. But it didn't give the eruption that I think that he was probably hoping when that one tear. Because sometimes, you know, when you're about to start bawling, yeah, and you're holding in that one tear, and then once the one tear comes, then bare tears start coming out. It just didn't really happen. The eyes just didn't go red. Nothing was going on. Just one little light tear. Yeah, I don't know.
It's bad practice, isn't it? Like, I get why he did it. He's seen everyone from footballers to Love Island contestants to even dustbin men. Everybody feels the need to let people know that they're sorry. Some man will make a mistake that wasn't even on Twitter and jump on Twitter and apologize to 12 people following him. Like, this all needs to stop.
Strong.
The best apology you can give is actions in real life. That's all I say. Come on.
Is there anything anyone needs to know about? Anyone seen anything? I haven't even been watching anything recently, to be honest with you.
All or nothing. Watch the Arsenal.
Yeah.
Watch Arsenal all or nothing. If you don't know anything about football, watch it. It's an interesting watch. Arteta is very good at art.
Okay.
He likes to draw.
Are you Arteta in now?
I'm always Arteta in. It's like sometimes I'm angry at my mum, you know. I'll tell you I don't want to chat to her again. I'm allowed. It's my mum. That's my manager.
Alright, well listen. Thanks for listening everyone, yeah? Niceness!